name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the Mighty One, Angel Snuffed Up 7. I am also your soul brother, number 1. As many of you know, it's no secret, and the reason why you know, or anyone know, is because I put the information out. Nobody exposed, nobody did any research about myself. I put the information, and of course taking the heat from those who dislike my words and what I say, and they use this situation against me. However, if they like me, they will be saying quite the opposite. They would be saying, oh, that devil, look what he do to us. Oh, that white man, look what how they treat us. But when you reject, when you don't agree with the opinion or the belief of certain folks, then they wish evil on you. Now I see you, I see why you was in the crazy house. Because you don't believe in Jesus. You don't believe in Allah. You don't think that you're African. I see why you was in the crazy house. They can see. They can see now. Why didn't you see that when you thought somebody might agree with you? Why didn't you see that when you thought somebody believed the way that you believe? Why don't you ever see it then? Only after you get mad at somebody, get angry at somebody. How childish, how pathetic. What you expect from a group of losers? Now, being in a mental institution for 10 years, of course, is a bad thing. But also, there's a good side, if there is a good side. And the good side is your enemies, not your friends. Your enemies are studying you. These are not my friends. These are my enemies. These people want to paint you as bad and as sick, as insane as possible to justify what they're doing, to justify the lie they keep telling on you. You are a criminal and you are insane. So these are my enemies, and they study me for 10 years. So the conclusion I missed that comment. Oh, how you doing, Alston? Enemy of my enemy is my... These are not my friends. So, they study me, my enemy. Study me for 10 years. The conclusions, the observations is not mine. the observation, the conclusion in the study is my enemy. And this is what my enemy says. This is what my enemy determined. There's a word for it. I don't know what that word means. I don't know what that word is. But I will tell you what it is. There's a word that means, basically, you are a lover of humanity. You are a lover of life. Woo, the word almost popped in my head. Altruist or something. But it means somebody that loves life, somebody that loves humanity, somebody that cares about people and animals and all these things. There's a word for that. This is what they call me. This is how they view me. My enemy said this. Well, rather, and this is the way I've been. So, you would be incorrect to even try to attempt to call me a racist or I hate anybody. None of that, because that's not what I'm about. But I've come to the realization I cannot save the world. There's only so much I can do as an individual. As an individual. So you see what I do every day, almost every day. And I'm watching these people in their pretty cars and trucks. Many of them are on their way home. How you doing there, Ista, Chief? Oh, Brother Chase, okay. I'm watching these people the people going home, Christmas vacation. America has spent I don't know how many billions of dollars for Christmas this year. It has been a very good Christmas for merchants this Christmas. Made a lot of money. Spent a lot of money for gas. All these cars require gas. Spent a lot of money for gas. Airplanes. A lot of money was spent for one day. For the purpose of one day. Billions and billions of dollars. Probably more money than some of these small countries in the world. And I'm thinking to myself, how can we living in America? And I don't even want to talk about the black community, but let's talk about the black community. Because we spent some billions also for this one day Christmas. And we go home and we show off our fancy clothes and shoes and we live in that life. Even the pro-blacks. I was looking on Facebook. All these pro-black people, they showing off these are pro-black folks. Showing off their Christmas presents. Well, you see, I don't celebrate Christmas, but you see them with Christmas presents. For their grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Minister Louis Farrakhan say, let's boycott Christmas. Clearly he does not have any power because the Black Conscious Comedic, pro-blackity black, they celebrating Christmas. Yes, you are. You can go on Facebook and some of them even showing their presence, talking about, I don't celebrate, I don't believe in Jesus Christmas. I'm just doing it because the family. Yeah, we know. So the black community or the soul community, and some of you are still fat from all that ham and turkey that you ate Christmas Day, and you are enjoying your Christmas gifts. And if you notice, Ados, if you notice Tariq Nasheed, they are going back and forth fighting with each other. Sonetta TV, Cynthia G, China Fox, I've been looking. If you notice, nobody talks about the poor. Nobody talks about the homeless. Nobody cares about the poverty-stricken, those who lack opportunity. We only care about ourselves. I can only do so much. I can't save the world. But we, all that money, all these resources that we threw away, because most of you, all these presents, you don't even need. In the white community, a lot of these Christmas presents you will see in garage sales during the summer later on. Some of these things, when you go to some of these Caucasian rummage sales and garage sales, they have so much stuff. Some of it is brand new, never used, never opened. Why are you buying it? Greed. In nature, animals only use what they need. Yeah, right. Or the thrift store. Yeah, you can go to the thrift store. There are things there, brand new, never been used. People got 4 or 5 cars. What you gonna do with 4 or 5 cars? Greed. It's only 2 of you, and you live in a 6-bedroom house. What you need all that for? Greed. You live in America, spending all this money for stuff that you don't need. There was a verse in a little song I saw on the Dave Chappelle show, and I think I remember the words a little bit. I don't believe your pappy. He might be rich, but he ain't happy. He go to work and you want to be him. When was the last time you had to see him? Go to work and why? So you can go out and buy a lot of things you don't need. You can go in your house right now. I bet you there's so much stuff in your house you don't use no more, you don't need. 100 pairs of shoes. What you gonna do with 100 pairs of shoes? It's greed. It's greed. And we live in America, and just in the San Francisco area, you have about 60,000 people, the working poor. They actually, a lot of them actually have jobs. They can't afford to rent. And you just threw away billions of dollars for one day, Christmas Day. I can't believe, I'm very embarrassed. I'm ashamed to live in a country like this. We are so damn greedy. We only think about ourselves. I got an education. And that's all you care about. What you got. How about helping somebody else get an education? You got $100. Help somebody else get $100. You got a car. Why don't you help somebody? You know, we are some fake humanitarians. Because if this nation was filled with real humanitarians, unless the people actually wanted to live on the street, we should not have homelessness. There should be no poverty in the United States of America. Nowhere. Some of us actually don't mind poor people because it makes us feel better about ourselves. I ain't poor. I'm middle class. I'm rich. I don't suffer from poverty. We like to say that. Gives you pride to go before the world and tell the world how greedy you are and selfish you are. This is one of the things that must be dealt with in order, if we were ever able to go to Mississippi, this mindset must be destroyed, because you're not going to be successful building anything when the people are greedy and selfish. You're not going to get anywhere. Charity starts at home. So when I give to home first. I give to my nieces and nephews, my cousins. I start with home first. Because contrary to belief, you do have poor relatives. You have people that don't have, they don't have the opportunity. They're not doing good at this time. I don't necessarily have to like you. I'm not gonna let my cousins and people suffer around me if I can help it. I'm not gonna do that. And you know something, they might talk about me like a dog later on. That's not the point. Charity starts at home, then it spreads abroad. There's only so much that I can do. I don't care about fancy cars and fancy houses. I care about people. I love to see children when they are clean. I don't want to see a baby that has to wear a disposable pamper over and over again. In the richest country on the earth. And you have all these people on YouTube during the holiday season, and I think I only seen 2 people who don't have large platforms speak about the poor. Speak about those of us who don't have opportunity. How many people house burned down during the holiday, don't have nowhere to go? All these billions of dollars for selfish people, greedy. Did you have to go 200 miles, 300 miles, 1,000 miles to go see your family? We could have used all this money, all this stuff to help our fellow citizens in this country. To help them get out of poverty. Selfish, greedy people. these rich folks. I'm gonna tell you about the rich. I used to be a valet at a hotel. You're right, Chase. The black community, Chase says, the black community has turned into, I got mine, you get yours. You're absolutely right. I used to be a valet at a hotel. And the cheapest people, those who don't tip, was the wealthy. These celebrities, these singers, these mayors, these people that have money, they don't tip. When I knew rich people was coming to the hotel, I made sure I got a day off. Because I'm not there, I don't care about your celebrity. I'm there to make money. I don't care what celebrity, what baseball player, what politician, I could care less who you are. Are you gonna give me a tip for valeting this car? The rich people are the most cheapest skates around. You think that rich people will be more charitable. They're not. The most charitable people are the poor, the middle class. I got good tips when the, how you say that, the gay lesbian people come through. I got good tips when they come through. I got good tips when the senior citizens come through, and just the average family come through. You might get a little something from church people. Church people don't give you too much of nothing because they too busy giving all their money to God, their preacher, their reverend, whoever. So they broke all the time. They don't have no money to give to nobody. But the cheapest of them all is the wealthy. Do you know, and maybe you don't know, during the Great Depression, Franklin Roosevelt, who was the president, he had to threaten the wealthy people because that's who got all the damn money. Is your elite, your wealthy class. They got it all hoarded up, just sitting, doing nothing. Franklin Roosevelt had to go to the rich and basically threaten them. I need your money to get us out of this condition. If you don't up the money, as president, I'm gonna make some moves, make your life miserable. And they saw that Franklin Roosevelt meant it, and they started giving the government some money. That's how Franklin Roosevelt financed all his programs. Had to threaten the wealthy. The bastards are selfish and greedy. They need you, the middle class. They need you, the poor, so they can turn their nose up at you. See, if we, as the poor, we as the middle class, if we stop working, let's see how the rich will live. Let's stop driving trucks and cabs and washing clothes in hotels, doing the real work, and let's see how the wealthy gonna live. Greedy bastards. But we don't care as long as we're a little comfortable. Back in the day, the poor decided to rise up. You have the Chinese Revolution, the Russian Revolution, and created a brand new government. Unfortunately, after a certain period of time, they turned into the people they was complaining about. So that really defeated the purpose of having a revolution, just for you to become what you complain about. So you have all of this. You can spend billions of dollars, basically just throw it away, burn gas for nothing, just throw resources away for one day. Hey, what's up there, Brother Taalik? Throw all these resources away just for one day. How are you able to do this? You are able to do this because your government goes into foreign lands and causes disruption in governments and assassinate leaders, whether they are democratically voted for or not. They disrupt these governments so they can take advantage of the people, so they can get cheap resources, cheap labor. And that's the reason why you can live the way that you do. Because they exploit other people in other countries. Those people might get 2 cents an hour, 50 cents a day, things of that nature. In some of these countries, they use children to work. And Nike and Tommy Hilfiger and all these corporations know it. They don't give a damn. And we don't give a damn. That shoe you just put on your foot was made by a child, and that child made I don't know how many shoes, and the only thing they got was 50 cents. And you don't give a damn. You got people. I want you to listen. You drive your car. You got people risking their lives to get the oil and refine the oil so you can drive your car. This job that I'm doing, everything that you get come by truck. Driving this truck is a dangerous occupation. One slip and I'm a dead man. That's the reality of it. One slip and I can kill I don't know how many people in one shot. How much do I get paid? I get paid decent, but I'm still exploited. I don't get what I'm worth because this is a very dangerous job. Messing around with gas and oil in those refineries, that's dangerous jobs. You could be blown to bits at any time. The American people live a privileged life on the backs of foreign people and even on the backs of American citizens. You work at McDonald's and get a few cents and making McDonald's billions every year, and they don't share the profits with the people who actually do the work. And we tolerate this.
To the left on I-55, I-70.
We tolerate living like this. If people was getting paid for the labor, what their labor really was worth, maybe we wouldn't have so much poverty. I say the time to be greedy, it needs to be over. It's time for a change. And no matter what your skin color is, all of us should be sick of it because all of us are being exploited. I'm not the only truck driver. There are a lot of Caucasian men who are truck drivers risking their life so you can have some cheap gas in your car. So you can buy that fake ass teddy bear that you bought for your little niece. People risking their lives going up and down the highway. So you can have that cheap hamburger.
In a quarter mile, keep to the left on I-55 I-70.
Yes, sir, Brother Taalik. Regardless,
continue on this road for 17 miles.
Regardless to your skin color, we should not want to continue to live this type of lifestyle. Many of you are living paycheck to paycheck. Many of you, if you sneeze, you're going to be homeless. Our are broken, destroyed, all tore up. That's another reason why we are homeless. Families, people can't get along with each other no more. Why? Families cannot get along no more. And a lot of it has to do with greed. I'm better than you. I got mine, you get yours. You're not gonna live off me. Don't even give somebody a chance. You like to see people suffer. You like to see misery. You cannot say that about me. I have been studied for 10 years. And they tell me that's not what I'm about. I'm not materialistic at all. I could care less about all this. Cars and diamonds and gold and silver and praise and celebrity. I could care less about that. That's temporary happiness. Drugs and alcohol, excessive sex and all this other stuff that y'all get involved in. It's temporary happiness. And that's why you gotta keep trying to get more and more. That's why these wealthy folks, I wanna be the richest man in the world. For what? You wanna be the richest man in the world for what? What's the purpose? Do you know, if it was possible for one of these suckers to buy the earth, they would buy the earth and tell us, you got to get off my planet, because I own all the land. And see, we so silly. If there was somebody buying the earth, they would give you a big profit. Let me buy your land. And you would sell it to them. Next thing you know, this sucker done bought every piece of earth on the planet. Now where you gonna go? You gotta get off my planet. Well, the reality is this is gonna be one dead sucker because we ain't going for it. Somebody been killed this guy, you know, or woman, whoever, by the earth. Man, get the hell out of here with that crap. He'll be one dead sucker. But that's how greedy and selfish we are. This mine. The whole earth. I want to kick the deer off and the elephants. This is mine. This is my earth. The only one gonna be on earth is me. We got a sick mentality. All these fake ass commercials, Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year. How the hell you gonna wish me a Happy New Year and you know I'm gonna be sleeping in my car? These people are saying Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and they know you're gonna be sleeping in your car. They know.
Way station ahead.
They know that there's an eviction notice on your door. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I can't be fake like that. So you had billions of dollars that could have helped fellow citizens, helped them get out of poverty. Hell, billions of dollars that could have helped create some more jobs. Oh no, we wanna have fun, like Cyndi Lauper. Oh, we just want like you little children. We just wanna have fun, celebrate. It's supposed to be the season of giving, right? But the only thing you see is what can you give me? The season for taking. I'm so happy. I've never been that way. I'm so happy that I got out of that black conscious, blackity black, dumb stuff. Because it's basically the same kind of crap. I got mine, you get yours. The resources of Africa. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about how they love the people. They don't talk about the poverty and the sex trafficking and the rape and the slavery. The only thing they keep talking about is the resources. We got to get the resources. That's all they care about. America.
You have 0 hours and 59 minutes of remaining drive time.
America, home of the privileged, home of the greedy. And the reason why you are privileged is because you are a parasite. We are parasites living on the blood of others. Because the greatest resource in the world is your labor. Is labor. Without labor, nothing gets done. So I'm going to exploit you for your labor. I'm gonna blood suck you off your labor so I can live this privileged lifestyle, this lifestyle of greed. I don't want to be like that. And I hope those of you who come to this channel, I really hope that you're not like that. I do not want to develop a nation or a town or a neighborhood to be like that. Billions of dollars they just threw away so the people can get rich, so they can hoard the wealth, and nothing gets done. So all the money is just frozen. It's not moving. It's just frozen, just sitting idle. If that money was moving, if that wealth was actually moving, the United States of America should not have any, very little poverty. But you got a class of greedy folks. And we want to be greedy like them. I'm not poor. I'm middle class. We so proud to say stuff like that. And you take your money and you buy stuff you don't even need. My mother never was like that. My mother only had things in her house she needed and she was using. If she was not using it, it was not in our house. That's the way my mother was. If my mother got it, that's because she needed it. We did not have 10 pairs of shoes, 10 coats, and 10 pairs of boots, and all this nonsense, and 3 or 4 cars, and greedy lifestyle. I don't want to live that way. Why don't we get greedy and selfish in caring for others? Why don't we get greedy and selfish? We don't want to see another human being that don't have. Why don't we remember the lesson that we was taught when we was children? Learn how to share. Do you know, I'm going to say this, I'm going to be Audi 5000. When I was locked up, I shared my knowledge, I shared my skills with everybody in that facility. I did not care about your race or your sexual orientation of nothing. I shared my knowledge, I shared who I was with the people in that facility because we all was being oppressed by the same people. And next thing you know, I was getting gifts. Somebody I didn't ask for nothing. I didn't ask nothing from none of these people. But when you show kindness, a lot of times people will show that kindness back to you. They want to show their appreciation for what you've done for them. I'm very sure if they saw me in bad shape, they would reach out and help me. Because we're supposed to help each other. But the situation that I got mine, you get yours. All about me. It's all about my family. Your family can starve. It's all about my family name. I could care less about you and your family name. It's all about me. Mine. Remind me of Daffy Duck. It's all mine. Get away, it's mine. That is not the environment. That's not the type of condition I would want to create or wish to continue. That don't make any sense to be greedy as we have become. We are some greedy, selfish people. Don't make any sense. And the sad thing about it is, you cannot take none of it with you.
In 2.5 miles, keep to the left on I-64 West, US 40 West, I-55 West, IL3 South.
As great as Michael Jackson is, or was, the awards, all his money, other people are fighting over it right now. He could take none of it with him. But if you develop good people, a good society, people who are not greedy, the time that we spend on this earth, instead of suffering, we could be living some of our best lives and be happy. Because when you die, your $1 billion don't give a damn about you. When you die, your car, your awards, your degree on the wall, none of that stuff don't mean nothing. The only one who will try to remember you and cry for you is those you left behind. And if you was kind, and if you was a good human being, maybe somebody might remember you. You can go to the graveyard right now. Most of those people have no idea who the hell they are.
Speed warning.
Even their family members don't go to the grave no more. We should hold value. We should have more value in life than those things which don't have life. money and gold and diamonds.
1.5 mile. Keep
These-
to the left on I-64 West, US 40 West, I-55 West,
These things that-
South.
That don't really, they're not alive. When you sick and go to the hospital, the only one who will go to the hospital is somebody who is
1/4
alive.
mile. Keep to the left on I-64 West, US 40 West, I-55 West, IL3 South.
When these rich people get sick and they getting ready to meet their maker, they begin to realize their money don't mean a damn thing. Don't mean nothing. But if you lived in a society where we actually cared about one another, and not only your family members,
In 1.5 miles.
but every time
Keep to
one
the
of
left
us
on I-64
one
West,
of us
US 40 West,
pass this life,
I-55 South.
the whole nation will be upset because we care about one another. But right now, I got mine, you get yours, this is my family, this mine. Billions of dollars threw away for one day. We should be shamed, but we're not. Greedy ass suckers, greedy ass people. Don't make any sense. On that note, let me get out of here. And I hope I didn't offend nobody, because that's the lifestyle that we've been conditioned to live. Just greedy and selfish. That's how, I got mine, get yours. Who cares about anybody else? I don't know how we sleep at night, knowing thousands of people are sleeping in their cars on the street. Not because they're not trying. Many of them actually have jobs. And we threw away billions of dollars for one day this week, buying stuff that you don't even need. I can guarantee you, most of these Christmas presents and presents that these people get, they don't need it. They just get it because I got it like that. They don't need it. The people that need it can't get it.
1.5 mile. Keep to the left on I-64
Or the
West,
people-
US 40
or the people
West,
that need it.
I-55 South.
They gotta get somebody,
further ahead.
they gotta get somebody's hand-me-down. We should be shamed to live in a country and live like this, to be so damn greedy. Then we have the nerve to talk about a pig.
I-64 West, US 40 West, I-55 South.
We want to talk about pigs, how greedy pigs is. Nobody greedier than human being. Matter of fact, some of y'all so greedy, y'all start looking like pigs. Well, let me get out of here. I'll talk y'all, catch you later on the flip. Thank you, Brother Talib and Chase and Alliston, and if I missed somebody in the chat room, thank you for joining me for these few minutes.
1.5 miles.
And
right on I-44 West, I-55 South, I-44
thank you
East,
those who
I-70
join
West.
this broadcast later on. Thank you, Facebook and YouTube, for this platform. I really appreciate it. It's raining, and
State border ahead.
I need to get out of here.
In
So
900 feet, keep to the left on I-64 West.
till next time,
US
y'all,
40 West,
I'm only 5,000.
I-55 South, I-70 West. Speed
Peace.
warning. In 1 mile, slide right on I-44 West, I-55 South, I-44 East, I-70 West. Speed warning.